Look, ski season is going to be different this year. With some countries in Europe shutting their borders to resorts closing their doors for the season, virus-weary business owners are trying to adhere to COVID-19 restrictions and keep their customers safe and happy. So to kick off our weekly small business spotlight, I want to welcome Appalachian Ski Mountain owner Brad Moritz. Appalachian Ski Mountain is the second oldest ski area in North Carolina, and it's celebrating its 59th anniversary this weekend. Brad, happy anniversary. Thank you for joining us. I have to confess that I didn't know there was skiing in North Carolina, and Renita didn't either. She's shaking her head next to me. Tell us a little bit about Appalachian Ski Mountain and the ski area tucked away in the high country. How did it come to be?
Well, things got started after the 1960 Winter Olympics, and we had a lot of snow here. We had so much snow in the North Carolina high country back in 1960 that helicopters had to deliver food into the area. So that got a lot of people excited about the prospect of skiing in the area, and then it really took off. We had a ski area that opened every 2 years for a dozen years in North Carolina.
Wow, pretty incredible growth. Now, in a typical year, I understand that most of your visitors come from the Southeast region. Do you expect your customer base to change this year at all because of COVID? For instance, people who might usually travel further north or out west or to other countries will want to stay closer to home and visit your area.
I think there's no doubt we'll see people wanting to get in their car rather than get in an airplane, and that's going to be an advantage we'll enjoy this season.
North Carolina high country hasn't seen as many cases and deaths as some other parts of the country, but with ski season starting, I believe you opened yesterday, and people making trips to other tourist areas in North Carolina, I'm sure there's concerns that the numbers will start to rise and continue doing so through the holidays. So tell us a little bit about the precautions that you're taking for the possible influx of people.
Okay, so the first thing is online reservations will be required. Online reservation, online payment. That's for ski tickets, rental equipment, ice skating, lessons, and we hope that we're going to really improve the experience through a time slot reservation system. So people will select the hour that they want to come, and then after they've selected the hour, they get a drop down of 12 5-minute increments. So they select a 5-minute period that they'll come and be in our lodge to get their equipment. And we feel like we can get them through that process very, very quickly and have our traffic flow really flattened out.
What about modifications to ski rentals and inside the lodge when people get lunch?
Well, we're at about half capacity as far as the number of tables and chairs in our dining facility. So what we have done, we have added a lot of outside picnic area that people can go and space out outside. We're going to be grilling out outside more than we ever have in the past to give people additional incentive to enjoy the great outdoors. And, we're implementing POS payment, self-service POS in our restaurant and in other areas too.
All right, POS, short for point of sale. In terms of investments that you had to make to get your resort ready, can you give us a sense of how much of your budget you had to put aside for that?
I'm sure we've spent well into 6 figures on doing really everything that we could think of to put people at ease and make people feel comfortable at having a very safe experience at the ski area, and I think we'll accomplish that.
On top of all these changes, is there anything unique that you're doing to draw in more customers, maybe people who normally wouldn't go skiing or go tubing or sledding?
I think one of the things that's going to be a tremendous advantage all over North Carolina and probably other states too, the public school students are only going to school 2 days a week. And the college students at our local university and at lots of others have a mostly online schedule. Many of those have an asynchronous online schedule where they don't have to be logged in at a specific time. And so we see more people moving to the mountains that want to get away from the cities. And I think people are going to have more time to ski than we have seen ever before.
Sounds really good. Have you gone on your first run already? How was it?
I haven't been on my first run. I've been trying to make sure that everything's great for everyone else.
All right. Well, enjoy it when you do. Brad, thank you so much. Brad Moritz, thank you so much for joining us today.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quicktake now for insight in an instant.